Hello everyone, so it is Saturday the 1st of July and me and Em have decided that we want to do a 24-hour reading challenge. So it's not going to be like reading for 24 hours straight. We're going to use the timer method and start the timer every single time we start reading, and stop it when we're not reading, and just go until we get down from 24 hours. So the main goal of this for me is to finish some of the books that I'm currently reading, because I'm currently reading so many books and it's extreme. So the first book that I'm currently reading is A Brush with Love, which is a romance by Maisie Eddings, and this is basically a romance between two dental students, and it's really cute, and like the main character is really witty and like funny. However, I've really been struggling to get through this. Like, I started reading it months ago and I'm not even halfway, so I really want to finish it. Next, I'm reading Atomic Habits by James Clear, which is a non-fiction. And again, I've been reading this for ages, but I am really enjoying it. I just don't reach for it. Like, when I feel like I want to read, I always pick up a fiction book rather than non-fiction. So I'm going to use these 24 hours to try and also finish this non-fiction. Then I'm also reading Glow by Raven Kennedy, which is the 4th book in the Plated Prisoner series, which I am absolutely loving. This series, it is so good. This is the last book that's out in this series, and the final book comes out in December. So I really want to finish this. This is the longest one. It is 700 pages, over 700 pages, but they're pretty fast paced, so I'm confident that I can read this. And then on my Kindle, I'm reading a few books, but the main one is The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. I read the first one, which was just The Housemaid, and I really enjoyed it. And everyone was obviously raving about this book on BookTube and Bookstagram. So yeah, I read the first one and I started reading the second one. I'm like 13% of the way through, so not very far at all, but the first one was very fast to read, and I feel like Kindle books are very fast anyway, so I also want to finish that. So that is 4 books that I have plans for during these 24 hours, so I really hope that I can get through them. I feel like I'm going to start with A Brush with Love, just because I started this one the longest time ago and I really want to finish it. So yeah, I'm going to pick up this one. Okay, so the timer is on 22 hours and 42 minutes, which means I've read for 1 hour and 18 minutes this evening, and I have been reading A Brush with Love, and I only have 120 pages left. I read about 90 pages during that time, which is pretty good, but I have a few thoughts. So first of all, I remember why it was taking me a while to get through this book. So firstly, this book is about 2 dental students. It's a romance, but the female main character, Harper, she struggles with anxiety, and at first I was like, oh my god, like anxiety rep, like this is really relatable, and I thought it was so good. But I quickly came to realise that reading about someone being anxious and reading about someone having panic attacks in depth really makes you anxious. And so like sometimes when I'm reading the like panic attack scenes or anxiety scenes, I feel myself like getting anxious. So trigger warning there if you are thinking about picking up this book. Also, another thing that's really annoying is the main characters keep going back and forth. Like, they both want to be together, and you know that they do, and they both know they do. But Harper is about to graduate dental school, and she's moving in like 5 months, and like they'll get together, and then she's like, no, I'm moving, we're just friends, like, and it just keeps going back and forth, and it's getting quite frustrating. So yeah, but I am going to finish this book. I literally only have 120 pages, so there would be no point DNFing it now. But yeah, I'm not going to carry on tonight because I'm so tired, and I am at work tomorrow. So I don't know how many hours I'm going to get in tomorrow. But we've started the 24 hours. We're an hour and 18 minutes in, and that's all that matters. Okay, so I've been reading for 3 hours and 10 minutes total. And I have officially finished A Brush with Love by Maisie Eddings. This book is really, really mid for me. Like, it's like a 2.5, 3-star for me because the humour, it was really witty, it was funny, but the story, it was just so frustrating. Like, they just kept getting together and then not being together anymore and then getting together. It was just miscommunication. It was they were just making stupid decisions that really, really annoyed me. And yeah, the female main character was just really annoying in the end. Like, she just didn't explain herself very well. Yeah, she didn't think about anyone but herself, and the anxiety descriptions and representation just kind of made me feel anxious as well. So yeah, like a 2.5, 3. Definitely be aware if you have anxiety and you're thinking about reading this, that it might trigger you. But then I've also started continuing The Housemaid's Secret on my Kindle, and I'm on 23% now. I feel like I'm going to finish this like tonight. It's so fast. If you don't know, this duology is about a girl called Millie who has been in prison, and so she becomes a housemaid because that's sort of the only job she can get because of her criminal record. And this is the second book in the duology, and she's working for a different family, and something seems a bit off. Also, there's this creepy guy who lives in her building who she's trying to figure out as well. Yeah, it's really good so far. It's really fast paced. I think I gave the first book 4 stars, and so far this is sitting at like 4 stars as well. So hopefully it either gets even better and becomes a 5-star, or I just read it really fast. So I'm going to focus on this tonight. Who stays up until the morning? It's boring, at least. The timer really feels like it's going down really, really slow, but there is 19 hours, 54 minutes and 39 seconds left, which means that I've read for a total of 4 hours and 6 minutes. And it just feels like that is going so slow. Like, it's going to take me ages to complete the 24 hours. But I got to 51% of The Housemaid, which is chapter 37. Like I said, this book is such a fast read. So I'm already halfway through. And so far it's really, really good. So someone from the last book has come back. She's sort of still dealing with this new couple that she's working for, and it turns out that it's kind of a scary situation. She's trying to help out one of them, but it's not working. There's a lot going on, but it's so good, and it's so fast paced. I definitely think I'm going to finish it tonight. But like I said, this timer is just going down so slow. Like, I thought I'd be finished by like Wednesday, but right now it's Monday and I've still got 20 hours of reading left. So unless I read for 10 hours tomorrow and Wednesday, I just don't see how I'm going to finish this by then. I feel like it's going to take me all week, but it's going well so far. And the next update will hopefully be when I've finished The Housemaid's Secret. I hear some type of interaction not too far from here. Raindrops keep pouring. night and I just finished The Housemaid's Secret. I gave it 5 stars. This was incredible. Chef's kiss. I really preferred this to the first one, which is weird, but I did. I just loved it. The ending was extremely unexpected. The villain was unexpected. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. My timer's now on 18 hours and 26 minutes. So I will continue that tomorrow.
You're falling to catch life, speeding to pass time, yeah. Gravity won't let you go, no. Gravity won't let you slow down, I know.
I swear that I do move from this position, but this is just where I seem to film all of my updates. But there are 15 hours and 45 minutes left on the timer. It's Wednesday, so I've already been doing this for 3 days. And that is still a lot of time left. I'm struggling, but I have been reading Glow by Raven Kennedy. I am 231 pages into this book, so I'm like a third of the way in, which is pretty good considering I only started it today. And I've already cried. So this is the 4th book out of 5. The 5th one comes out in December, so it's not even out yet. So I've been with these characters for a long time. Like, this is the 4th book. And things are emotional. Like, the main character, Auron, has been through so much. And in this book in particular, it's reflecting on a lot of horrible things that happened in the book before. And especially between Auron and her old guard, Digby. They went through a lot together in the 1st and 2nd books. Or mostly the 1st book. And yeah, it's really, really sad. Auron has been through both physical and emotional trauma, and she's sort of learning to live with that. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I've already cried, and I cried at like page 180, so like I'm terrified for how this is going to end and how many times I'm going to cry if I have already cried. I feel like it's going to be a real tearjerker, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm really enjoying it. So hopefully I can get this timer down tomorrow. There are 12 hours and 7 minutes left on the timer, which means I'm 7 minutes away from being halfway through this challenge. But it's Thursday night. And I started on Saturday. So it's been 5, I skipped Sunday, so we'll say 4 days. And I've only just got halfway. This is really frustrating. I didn't realise how hard it would be. The thing is, I feel like it's just because I know that there's a timer and like I know that I have to time myself that's making me not want to do it, because it's not the books. Because I'm obviously reading Glow and I'm loving Glow. Like, I'm 505 pages in. I have 200 pages left. Like, I have absolutely flown through this book. To read 500 pages in 2 days of one book is great. And like, I really wanted to finish this tonight. And like, I still could. But like, it's just so hard. Like, this is such a hard challenge. I do not know how people complete it in like 2 or 3 days. Like, it is so difficult. But regardless, I am going to finish this video on like Saturday or Sunday. So like, even if I haven't finished the timer, I am just going to finish the video, because a week is long enough. Like, if I don't finish by Sunday, then that's just embarrassing. But in regards to Glow, yeah, there's only 200 pages left, which means like something big has to happen in these last 200 pages, because to be honest, most of the first 500 pages have just been like more storyline, like background on the characters, like more about Slade's childhood and how Oren came to be in Aurea and stuff like that. Like a lot of it is just background, but I'm really loving the relationship between all of the characters, like Oren and Digby, Oren and Slade, and we're finding out more about Slade's brother. Like there is so much that we're learning and I love it so much, but like it is scaring me now because there are 200 pages left and nothing big has happened. So like I feel like this book is gonna end on a cliffhanger and it's gonna be horrible for me. Like I can just feel that something bad is gonna happen in the last 200 pages, because basically the entire kingdom, the entire world has turned against Oren and is like thinking that she's this big villain, which she's not, but yeah, everyone's just thinking it, and like something is gonna happen to Oren, I think, and it's really scaring me. But yeah, 200 pages left. Tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, I have to do this. I have to. I will be so embarrassed if I don't complete this by Sunday. I really will. The thing is, I procrastinate so much. Like, it's because I know I've got to do it that I'm like, I'll just watch YouTube all day. Like, and I'm like, I'll get it done later. But then I just spend the entire day watching YouTube and it's like, okay, but now there is no time left to read. I'm not very good at these reading challenges, I'll be honest. I think the problem is I'm a Taurus and I'm really stubborn. I don't like being told what to do. So if I know that I have to read for 24 hours, I'm like, I don't want to. It's the same with like setting a TBR. I cannot set a TBR because I'm like, but then at the time, like what if I'm not in the mood? I'm like, I don't want to read that book. I'm blaming it on being a Taurus, this problem that I'm having.
It goes up, scream, my sounds took days to come back around, come back around.
Okay, as you will have just seen from a couple of clips that I took when I was out, I have just been book shopping. It is Saturday and honestly, I just needed something to motivate me to carry on this challenge because I'm really not doing as well as I thought. Like, I thought I would have finished this days ago, and it's really demotivated me, the fact that I have literally still got 12 hours left. That is still half the time left. So I decided to go and do a bit of book shopping to try and, like I say, motivate me. So first I went to the Works and I did pick up 2 books in the Works. So first of all, how sad, I spilled water all over the books, but I got Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, which is Ali Hazelwood's newest release. I read The Love Hypothesis and absolutely loved it, and I read Love on the Brain and it was okay. So I decided to pick up Love Theoretically and give this one a go. Also, I'm really excited for Checkmate to come out. I feel like I'm the most excited for that one. I haven't really heard much about this one. I just know that it's one of her women in STEM romances. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to read that. And then also from the Works, I got The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. I've never heard of this book before at all, but Ashley Winstead is the author of In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and I read that and I absolutely loved it. I'm pretty sure I gave it 5 stars. But yeah, I'd never heard of this one, and I just thought, well, I loved the other one, so why wouldn't I love this one? Also, I think it's like indie published because it's like bigger than a standard size paperback, so it must be indie. But yeah, I'd never heard of this, but it's to do with a true crime podcast and a murder mystery. So yeah, I actually really want to read this like now. It's like 400 pages. But honestly, after I finish Glow, if I'm still feeling this, I might just pick it up because I am not in a position to be fussy with my reads right now. Like, I cannot stick to a TBR because I just need to get this challenge done. Then I went to Waterstones and I picked up Do No Harm by Jack Jordan. I'd never heard of this book before, but it is a thriller, and the blurb is sort of what got me, so I am just going to read the blurb. So it says, "My child has been taken and I've been given a choice. Kill a patient on the operating table or lose my son forever. The man lies in front of me. As a surgeon, it's my job to save him. As a mother, I know I must kill him. You might think that I'm a monster, but there really is only one choice. I must get away with murder or never see my son again. I've saved many lives. Would you trust me with yours?" It sounds really good. This was on the buy one, get one half price section, and the reason that I was getting one from there anyway is because I picked up Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. And obviously I've been hearing incredible things about this book. Like, who hasn't? Everyone's been raving about it. It's supposed to be really, really good. I don't know much about it other than, like, it's about video games, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, everyone said it's really good. And then this one was in the buy one, get one half price section. So I just, like, needed to pick up another one. Also, it's in paperback now, which is another reason why I got it, because I didn't want the hardback, to be honest. So, yeah. So, those are the 4 books. Those are the 4 books that I got. Hopefully this will motivate me. If it doesn't, then oops. This challenge is not lasting longer than this weekend, so let's just hope and pray that I find the motivation to push through. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. It's Saturday night. I'm on page 603 of Glow, so I'm literally nearly finished. I have 100 pages left. And I think it might be the book, you know. I thought before that it was just me not being motivated, but I actually think it's the book. Don't get me wrong, I love this series, I love the characters, I love the way it's written, but this book in particular, like, I've been annotating the entire series and I haven't annotated nearly as much as I have in the other books. I feel like Slade in this book is kind of annoying, like, really controlling, also just really horny for no reason. He's just kind of frustrating me, to be completely honest. Like, I think it's the book, which I don't want to admit because I'm really, really loving this series. And, like, the first, like, 300 pages I loved. But right now I'm struggling. But it's 10 o'clock on Saturday night. I'm going to try and finish the book and then we'll see where we're at tomorrow. Yeah, it's definitely the book. I literally just had to skip an entire sex scene because I don't know what is going on, but this is like some 50 Shades shit, but I'm not enjoying it at all. I don't know what is going on with Oren and Slade, but the first 2 books weren't written like this, and I don't know what's happened, but it's kind of just pissing me off now, to be honest. Okay, I've just finished Glow. The time is on 9 hours and 10 minutes. Honestly, this was such a struggle to finish. Like, this morning I was trying to read it and I just couldn't get through it. I did skip like a few chapters. Like, I just couldn't do it. The ending was really good and it made me really, really excited for the last book that comes out in December. But like, it was like the first like 300 pages for me, and then like the last 20 pages were good. Like, I don't think that it needed to be a 700-page book, to be completely honest. So I'm going to give it like a 3-star because I did really like the first half and the last bit, but just the middle section just kind of frustrated me, to be honest. So it is Sunday morning, it's like 11 a.m. I think I will start another book and just keep going until the end of today to just see how low I can get the timer. But then after today, I'll call it a fail. But I think I'm going to pick up a romance. I'm not sure which one yet, but when I do decide, I'll let you know.
So far it looks like there's no ground. I'm trying to leave all my small town behind, still that's in my mind. But I set expectations higher than a new PlayStation. I could never reach shelves at the top, tippy knowing on my feet. Started Mariana, now I'm swimming to the peak.
Okay, so the book that I decided to start reading is Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. This is a romance, and I can confirm that it definitely was Glow that was putting me in a slump, because I'm already 117 pages into this book and I am loving it. Tell me why I am giggling, literally giggling out loud to myself while reading this book. It's so cute. So basically this is about a girl called Olivia who has just broke up with her boyfriend. She accidentally burnt down her entire apartment building, so she's moved across the country to move in with her brother for a month because she doesn't have anywhere to stay. And her brother Jack has this roommate called Colin, who they've been best friends for since they were like 15, and Olivia has always hated Colin, like she's always disliked him, but yeah, she's having to live with him. Also, Olivia gets this text from an unknown number saying, "What are you wearing?" And she just goes with it. She just plays a joke on him. The guy quickly realizes that he's got the wrong number and she's playing a joke on him. And they quickly fall into like this easy texting banter, and we know that the other guy is Colin, the one who sent the text, but they both don't know that it's each other that they're texting and having these conversations with. So yeah, it's really, really cute so far. My timer's on 7 hours and 47 minutes, and I'm just going to keep reading for the rest of the night and see how far through this I can get, because I'm really enjoying it. I have just read the entirety of Mr. Wrong Number in 3 hours. This book was incredible. So the timer is now on 5 hours and 26 minutes. Let me see if I can... I don't know if that's the right way around, but it's on 5 hours and 26 minutes. So I don't feel like as much of a failure anymore. But I am really annoyed because I feel like if I hadn't read Glow for this challenge at all, then I would have got the 24 hours finished. It was Glow that was clearly stopping me from wanting to read and wanting to do this challenge. So that's a bit annoying. But anyway, I did read Mr. Wrong Number in 3 hours today, just. And it was incredible. Tell me why this book had me laughing out loud. Like, there was one point where everything just kept going wrong for Olivia. Like, it could not... You thought it could not get worse, and then something else added to it, and it was just hilarious. Like, there were tears streaming down my cheeks. Like, it was so funny. I'm definitely gonna like buy all of Lynn Painter's books now. I already had my eye on The Love Wager, so I'm definitely gonna order that now. And I did read Better Than the Movies, but this one was so much better than the movies. It was just so good. And the third act conflict didn't piss me off. Like, it wasn't an unnecessary conflict, it was actually like completely reasonable. So yeah, this book was really good, 5 stars. Would absolutely recommend this to anybody. Like, it's so good. But yeah, so that does mean that this is the end of the challenge. It's been long enough, it's been a week. I can't do it anymore. So I managed to read for 19 hours and 34 minutes. I read 4 books in this challenge, which I think is pretty good. I read A Brush with Love, The Housemaid's Secret, Glow, and Mr. Wrong Number. So I'm pretty proud of that regardless. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Expectations never listen, fell right through my vision, turned it inside out.